My name is Derrick Wesley. I play with Multi Ultra, and we're very appreciative to everything that Music Neighbors has done for us. And I moved here in 2016, and Music Neighbors actually approached the band that I was in at that time, and I think we did 90s Prom. We were able to meet with other artists that night that actually kind of helped me set roots in Nashville and helped me connect with other artists that had just moved here. And in 2021, it was just out the other side of the pandemic, and we had just started working on some new songs and started a new project. And you all came and approached us and said, "Hey, we've got this recording time in this space." And so immediately, we were like, "Whoa, this is great. This is what we've been waiting for, is an opportunity." So we met you all at 1979. Welcome to 1979. It had been a long time since we had been in a studio, but much less one that nice. I don't think I'd ever been in one that nice. We recorded the only songs that we had at the time, and that was where we actually met our producer that we are working with currently. Tim Craven was producing the sessions that day, and I think that you all had brought him in, and we had videos and we had some recordings that, at the time we weren't even expecting that the songs were really that good, but we got to hear them back and we're like, wow, this sounds really awesome. It was our first professional recordings of that Multi Ultra had, and video. I can't think of any other organizations that are like, here's this professional content, use this to boost your career and get your art out there so that you can connect with others and come be a part of our community. Ever since then, we've worked together in different ways, and Music Neighbors has always been along to help us out, and we're just super grateful for everything that you guys do. When Music Neighbors approached us to be a part of the Mix It Up showcase, it was my first taste of some of those artists. And then since then, I've been watching them all doing really cool releases. I know I was surprised by some of the artists that I saw, specifically because I'd never heard that music in Nashville before, and that connects with me, because when I go to a show, that's my favorite thing to do, is go into a show and some artists catch me off guard. And it's fun to be in shows where you're not necessarily expecting, you don't know what you're gonna hear next, because you go to a rock show, you're gonna hear rock music, but you go to a Music Neighbors show, all you know is it's just gonna be good music. Music Neighbors is a source for education and the resources for independent artists to get their art into the world, and it's a platform for artists like us to be seen and have a voice when it's hard to do that, just by yourself. So I think Music Neighbors gives these bumps to all these genres that will in turn, build a stronger community within Nashville. And I think that Nashville really benefits from an organization like Music Neighbors. I don't know of any other organizations that are as beneficial to musicians as what Music Neighbors is. If there were no supporters of the creators, then nothing would get created. And it allows artists that don't have necessarily the tools to work with to make these, especially now, these timeless creations like a song or a video that, especially now that it's digital, will stand the test of time. They're always there, and it helps us to leave our legacy to the next generation, and hopefully through the videos and the recordings that they see, it will inspire them to keep creating and carry the torch on. And, I think that's very special.